just preseason, but what's it going to be like to wear that wet jersey in this building tonight?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal for sure. I mean, obviously growing up, building hasn't changed much. Staff is all pretty similar, and the locker room is almost identical. So, yeah, it definitely feels like home, that's for sure. So, really excited about tonight, and they got a good lineup. So do we. It's going to be pretty close to an NHL game out there, and looking forward to it.
I remember, I believe Matt Sundin was always your favorite player. In the
Yeah.
room. Have you been in touch with him? Has he sent you any good
Yeah,
texts?
yeah. He's like family to me, man. I talk to him all the time.
Where are you sitting in the room? Are you close to your dad's old stall? I know it's kind of changed the configuration a bit.
No, opposite of my pops.
Do you
Better
know
side.
where you were sitting back in the day?
Sorry?
Do you have any recollection of who would have been in that spot when you were a kid?
No, I don't. They actually switched. The goalies were on one end, now they're on the other end. I don't remember, but Willie's in my dad's spot. It's hilarious.
You tell him?
No, not yet.
Is there much hockey talk with Mats and you at this point, Max, or how's that relationship that way?
Hockey talk. I mean, we're definitely not going over systems, but no, he's always checking in. He's my number one fan outside of my immediate family, and no, he's super pumped I'm here, and he actually helps me out with off-season stuff, whether it's training or whatever it might be, and things I can work on in the off-season. And yeah, he's my number one cheerleader, so he's excited for sure.
You're going to be interested in be even more London talk maybe in the room. There always is a lot of London talk. Like, are you enjoying that OHL banter in the dressing room? I know not everyone loves it from the other guys.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, obviously, I've played with a lot of these guys in this locker room, so it doesn't feel like I'm a new guy, which is pretty cool. And Mitchie definitely loves his London days, as do I. So we're not shy to talk about it. But no, I mean, junior hockey is the best time of your life, so you're always going to reflect on that, and lots of stories and lots of great memories, especially for myself going back to London. So yeah, we're going to keep talking about them for sure.
What did you take away from the playoff run last year? What, if anything, did you learn?
Honestly, how hard it is to win. This best league in the world, and the team that we had in Dallas was built to win. We were right there, and I mean, a couple mistakes here and there, and momentum swings one way or another. It changes the whole series, and that's what we all play for, right? So to get that close and not come home with it was something that it stings, and it makes you even that more hungry. So now that I'm here, turn the page and take that hunger and try and infuse that into what we got going here. And just, I mean, no team is hungrier than this team, right? So looking forward to jump on board with them and keep that thing going.
In what ways do you sense that? No team hungrier? Like, where do you see the hunger?
I think everyone in this league is hungry to win. And as your team gets a little bit older and the years go by, you start to realize that you're not going to play hockey forever, right? And we all play this game to win Stanley Cups. And I mean, no better time than the present, right? So stay locked in on that and do whatever you got to do to help progress that in the right direction. And that's what we're doing here. Training camp's been awesome. Everyone's been building, been working. Obviously, some new faces, myself included, that are trying to get acclimated into what they got going on here. And coaching staff's been great, and everyone's feeling ready to go. So last week of training camp, and then the real thing starts.
Torres called you a fire hydrant with just how strong you are in the lower body.
Fire hydrant?
Yeah.
That checks out for sure. Not the tallest guy, but pretty wide, I guess. So yeah, that makes sense. That's a nice compliment. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, the captain. But how did you develop that? Like, was that always something that you, just with your size, you knew you were going to have to be, or how did that come together for you?
Lots of wall squats as a kid, I guess. I don't know. No, I'd sit there and just hang out and work on my lower body all the time. I think genetically is probably the main thing, though. Obviously, my dad's not the tallest guy, but he's pretty much a square, so kind of the same sort of thing that I got going. And there's pros and cons to everything, right? As a smaller guy, you got to take advantage of whatever way you can, and being a little bit lower to the ice, a little bit quicker is just something I've tried to work on.
Mitch, what do you want to get out of this week from preseason games?
Just consistency. Trying to just obviously get the chemistry going between Austin, Bert, and I, and also to feel good on our power play with the new positions and just kind of free flowing through it.
Do you like how it was set up this year with just the one game in that first week, and you can kind of get revved up going into the season, or how did you see it?
Good with whatever. I mean, however they see fit, really. It doesn't really bother us too much, I don't think.
We asked Max about this the other day, but Easton said he really felt welcomed by you and by him, former London Knights, obviously, just saying hi, taking them to lunch, those sorts of things. Why is that important to you to make the young guys feel welcome?
Well, obviously, your first kind of camp, in the NHL, you're a little nervous no matter what you're picked, no matter what's going on. You're still a little nervous to come into the team aspect and see older guys and guys that have been around for a little bit. So I think for my aspect was just trying to get him welcomed and feel as comfortable as he can. And watching videos and hearing about him in London, know he's a very open kid and likes to have a lot of fun off the ice. So I was just trying to bring that out of him. And obviously when you bring that out of people, that's when usually they're playing their best.
Mitch, how encouraged are you guys with the way that the youngsters played on the weekend, back-to-back, bit of a tough schedule back and forth, and they really shone?
Yeah, it was great. I think there's a lot of confidence in those young guys. They played some superb hockey, and it was fun to watch.
Mitch, you're coming off another great year, 99 points, Selke Trophy nominee. But I know that you guys are always looking to improve, refine your game. Like, what are you focused on coming into this year?
Just make sure that you're taking it day by day, enjoying every day, trying to just get better every day you get in here. And know there's going to be some bad days in between that, and just making sure that you erase them quickly and go back to the fundamentals that know that when you're doing right, that you're playing well. So that's kind of just the main thought with my head.
Did anything change in terms of your off-season training this summer?
No, same. Same off ice, same on ice. So I got a lot of faith in people that I work with, and they've obviously done a great job. I've been with them for a long time, and don't see the reason to change that.
What do you think about the way the division is lining up this year? Some teams on the rise like Buffalo and Ottawa, and you guys still there. What do you think of the competition of this particular division?
Yeah, it's very competitive. I think it's been competitive for the last 3 years, really. I mean, there's been a lot of teams that have been marching for the last 3 years, making a lot of improvements and, playing some really good hockey. So the challenge is no different now. It's, every game matters, and that's what we believe in, and, that's what you're going to see.
What do you think Max is going to... Sorry.
No, you're good. Thought I heard. Thank you.
If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Max, playing his first game here as a Leaf, what do you think he's going to bring to this team this season?
A lot. Obviously, he plays with his heart and soul. I've seen it firsthand with being in London. So he's a hell of a guy to have on your team, makes some great plays. He's a frisky little guy out there and likes to be in the mix. So he's going to bring a lot of character, a lot of speed, a lot of great plays. And, he's going to be fiery out there too, which is great.
John said he's like a fire hydrant with just how sturdy he is on his feet. Like, from your perspective, how does he, get the most out of his build?
Well, he's very fast, very speedy. He gets going in, a few steps to full speed. So, I think we got to use that as best as we can and lead him in a lot of plays, just let him keep his feet going. And, like I was just saying before, he makes a lot of great plays. He can see the ice very well. He can find guys in spots with a lot of time and space to make plays around the net. So, we're lucky to have him.
Will be more London talk in the room this season?
There's always London talk, no matter who's in here. So another London guy is probably just going to add it more, and it's going to piss a lot of people off, which would be great. And they're supposed to win it all, so it's even better.
We just during practice twisted my neck a little bit, but I was out there with the team today, and I felt good.
So, preseason games, I'm not sure how much they mean. How much does this impact your ability to get up to speed for the season?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to play at least one, to get one in your body before the season starts. Like I said, felt good today, so hopefully I can get in here soon.
How much does it impact, the ability to build chemistry? Like, obviously you would have preferred a few more reps with Lily and Max, I assume.
Yeah, you don't want to be hurt during training camp, that's for sure. But it is what it is, and I'll try to make the best of it when I get back.
How did it happen?
I just twisted it during a play in practice. Nothing crazy really.
Missed that start of the weekend due to illness. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, doing better.
Yeah.
I was just feeling a bit under the weather, and want to make sure I take care of my body and make sure I'm taking care of the team too and not get anyone else sick. So, I feel better now.
So you got into the one game. How much do you need in the preseason to get up to speed, do you feel, for the regular year?
It's funny, I was actually talking to Curtis about that. I haven't really had a preseason yet, so I don't know if I can answer that question. Unfortunately, I've been injured to start the year for a few years, and with COVID and stuff, so I haven't had a normal preseason. So, truthfully, it's just kind of a feeling out process. So, I think the past couple of years I've just been kind of thrown in the fire. So I think I've gotten used to just kind of getting ready and playing out of nowhere. So it's kind of nice to have preseason.
Joe, with missing the weekend, what's crucial for you this week then in the final 7 or 8 days of tune up before the real thing gets going?
Yeah, I think the important thing was to make sure I'm healthy and feeling good and like myself. And now it's taking each day as it comes and giving my best I can and controlling what I can each day and trying to show that I belong in this team.
What's Curtis like to work with?
He's awesome.
Are you talking Curtis Sanford or Curtis McElhinney?
Curtis Sanford.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually just met Curtis McElhinney the other day, so I haven't had the opportunity to work with him. But yeah, Curtis Sanford has been great. Working with him last year was awesome. I feel like he's very focused on some really good details in the game that I feel like I've improved a lot. And he's a great dude behind all the work, so it's very easy to work with.
Did you approach your summer any differently, knowing you might have an increased workload?
No, I don't think so. I think I've been comfortable with the approach that I've taken over the past years. I think each year you kind of learn more about what you need. So I don't know if I've had a summer that's been identical throughout my life. So I think as I've gotten older and more experience, I know what I need and I know how much time I need on the ice and how much rest I need. So I think I was happy with how it went.
So would you need to work on this summer?
Well, I think in terms of being on the ice and off the ice are two different things. I think my approach over the summers, growing up, you always have the mentality of you want to get jacked and really strong and all these things. And I think I've really learned that the purpose of working out is to be healthy and to play hockey. And I think more than ever I've had that focus. My goal is to be healthy for the season and play the best I can. So I think that's been really the influence of working out.
Was anyone's shot surprised you? Was anyone's shot improved over the summer, caught you off guard?
It's a tough one. I don't know if I paid too close attention to be able to recognize that. I'll give you a cheesy answer and say everyone. I think like the first time you come out with some of the top guys, maybe a little surprise you in the way that they're very good at what they do, and you got to speak quickly though. I think.
Joe, when you're not behind the 8 ball physically, and sickness aside, you're talking about missing camps because of injuries in the past years. So what does that do for your confidence mentally that you're in a good spot with the body right now? So
sorry, could you repeat that?
What does that do with your confidence mentally? Obviously, you're in a good spot physically right now.
When I'm healthy, how does that feel confidence-wise?
Yeah. That you're not behind the 8 ball right now.
Yeah. Oh,
physically.
yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's definitely nice coming into a season, feeling healthy and ready to go, and prepared physically and mentally. There's been some interesting experiences I've had, and it is a different experience when you feel like you're chasing to get back up to speed, as opposed to feeling like you're here and you belong. So I think that's it's more enjoyable.
Right, you get as you said, you haven't had a real camp. Like you're here from day one. Get to go on the great reverse. Like, what does that do for you? Like you're just part of it from day one.
It's a cool experience. One I haven't been able to have really yet, and I think being able to be a part of a team in training camp is pretty awesome. I love watching growing up watching the 24/7s and Hard Knocks and stuff for the NFL, and it's kind of cool. You get to live that, so pretty sweet.
Did you and Ilya talk or hang out at all this summer?
Who was that?
Ilya Samsonov?
We weren't really in the same place, so not too much. He had just had Mira, so he was his hands full. But yeah, as soon as he got back, it's good to see a friendly face. And I've been fortunate with the guys that I've been able to play with here, with Murr and Sammy last year. They both treated me very well and good leaders on the team as well.
Did you work out mostly in Toronto or St. Louis or Boston? Where were you?
Yeah, it kind of split between St. Louis and Toronto.
Who's in the St. Louis NHLers down there?
Is Trent Fredericks down there? Boston. There's more guys that are from there than are there now. The the Kachucks aren't really around too much that I see. Logan Brown is in Keller or in Arizona, so the guys have kind of graduated from St. Louis, but we still have a good crew there.
Sheldon, can you update us on some of the injuries, Connor and John? And
Connor's got a significant lower body injury. Timeline, we'll see how that goes, but it's definitely week to week for sure. Beyond that, Klingberg is, his is minor, I would say at this point. So he's not going to skate for a little bit, but we think he'll turn the corner pretty quickly.
Calle will skate in the afternoon.
Jarnkrok's going to be in the second group here. He's not playing tonight. He's just going to continue to work his way back, but we expect him to play later in the week.
Dylan Gumbrell had a concussion, so they've gone through that?
Yeah, he is, yes.
What are you looking for tonight, Sheldon? You got most of your team in this lineup. What are you keeping an eye on?
Yeah, you like to see the group start to come together in terms of being connected shift to shift and the different roles, responsibilities. It's nice for me to be able to use the bench, how we foresee it being used, while still trying to keep some of the minutes down. And having the extra depth will help. When some of our top guys played previously, the minutes crept probably higher than I'd want them to be, but we'll share them that way, but still trying to delegate the roles the way we see it and get everybody kind of slotted in correctly. And we've got a good group on the other side from Montreal, so it should be a good game tonight.
Figure Samsonov gets 2 starts in 3 games now, Sheldon, or how's that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll start with tonight, and then plans for him to go straight through tonight, and then we'll see, make a plan from there. Joe Woll's lost a start. He was supposed to start the other night, and with being ill, gave Jones the chance to go in there. But Sammy today, and we'll take it from there.
Martin Jones has played very well. Do you have any considerations of a 3-goalie system, perhaps, if you could work it out?
Oh, I think everything's up in the air, and that's Tree and Brandon, and they do what they do to make it all work from a salary cap perspective, and obviously that's going to be a big factor in decisions that are made. So they'll sort through that, but my job is just to get the group ready.
Is there anything you noticed about Domi, seeing him up close, that you didn't see on film or know before?
I would say it's been pretty accurate, but I think if anything, I think he's. I don't want to say I was underrating this because he's an accomplished player, but he's faster and more skilled than I thought even, and that's been exciting. But he's just had a really good attitude, great approach. Wants to learn. He's asking questions. I think he's worked extremely hard. So I've been really happy with him.
With the injuries on defense, obviously you're going to get a chance of maybe seeing a little something different tonight. McCabe and Liljegren, what sort of potential do you think those guys might have?
Yeah, I think it is a good chance for us to get a look at that. I think it's both guys that can play against good players. I thought McCabe was really good the other night in Montreal, and Liljegren's been excellent since day one of camp. So to have those guys together is great, and with Riley and Brody, just the same. And now, with Benoit, we're trying to get him going and get him up to speed here. And Kokkonen, for me, has been maybe the surprise of the camp. He's just been very, very solid all the way through. Look at where he was last year to now. It's been remarkable, and a credit to him because, from Traverse City right through to preseason, for me, he's been kind of under the radar, but just every day he's been very solid.
Sheldon, you've been talking quickly about Simon Benoit. What's the value for your team when you're adding and being played more than 70 games last season than I was leading the team for body check, for block shots, for the team?
Yeah, it's a good fit for us. He's different, than the makeup of a lot of our other guys. Bigger, more physical, as you alluded to there. Hasn't been ideal that he's missed, most of camp to this point for a new guy coming in, but we're trying to get him up to speed, and he's got 1 game under his belt, and that'll be another chance and another morning skate here today. So just trying to get him comfortable, but yeah, we like a lot about what he brings. It's just a matter of now kind of seeing how he fits in with the group.